What's up, F-word lovers? In today's video, I'm gonna be showing you how to make mannequin heads like the one right here behind me to hold your favorite festival headpieces, hats, and so much more. Stay tuned. Let's get the intro going. Hey everyone, welcome back to Living by the F Word. As you can tell by the title of today's video, we are going to be making some amazing mannequin heads for you to keep your festival headpieces, hats, goggles, sunglasses, or wigs, whatever your heart desires. You're gonna have a beautiful home for all those items now. So if you're new to my channel, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Jess. I'm a fine artist, flight attendant, and festival enthusiast. And here on my channel, I talk about F words that I love. One of those F words is fulfill it yourself, AKA do it yourself projects. If you're an F word lover and you're interested in seeing all of my content, please consider subscribing. And if you're one of my returning subscribers, thank you so much for your support. I truly appreciate everyone that watches my videos. The first thing I'm going to talk about is items that you are going to need for this project. Scissors or your hands will work just fine. You're also going to need Mod Podge and some sponge brushes. Mannequin heads, of course. Styrofoam is the easiest in my opinion. Tissue paper, or any type of scrapbooking paper that you enjoy. You can also use newspaper if you're on a budget. You're also going to need some candle holders and, if there would, some polyurethane, but this is completely optional. Lastly, you'll need some trim, beads, gems, or any type of decorations that you like. Let's start making some mannequin stands. The first step that I took in this project was finishing the wood on the candle holder stands. Now, this is a completely optional step. You can obviously just decoupage the styrofoam heads and not have a stand for them, but I felt like it would really look pretty if I elevated the mannequin heads. And I got some wood candle holder stands just because I like the natural look of the wood, and that's why I'm glazing it with polyurethane to make those natural features stand out more. You're also free to use metal candle holder stands if you prefer that look for your home. It's really just depends on your style and what you like, and I have a lot of wood features in my art studio, so that's why I decided to go with wood. While our stands are drying, we can start prepping for our mannequin heads. So you can cut the paper however you want. You can see that I am exactoing some specific shapes here. However, I do find that the ripped paper works best. So just keep that in mind when you are making yours. And now that we have all of our paper ripped up in different piles, we can start to prepare our mannequin heads with the different types of styles and colors depending on what fits your personality. What you want to do is sponge on some Mod Podge, and if you're unfamiliar with Mod Podge, it's basically an all-in-one glue, sealer, and finish that is used for papers and fabrics. And you kind of just want to work in small sections, and after you put some of the Mod Podge on the styrofoam, you then want to start putting your paper on and then brushing the Mod Podge over the paper as you work. There are various styles of Mod Podge. There's matte finish, glossy finish, or glittery finish, so you really have some freedom as far as the type of look you want. And something that I loved about these mannequin heads were the fact of how defined their facial features were. Lots of times when you see Mannequin Heads. Their facial features are kind of smoothed out, where these actually had nose and lips and eye features that you could see, and I thought those would work great for items such as my goggles that I make for Burning Man. Once our stands and mannequin heads have dried, we can add our final touches to them. These are various trimmings that I have collected from different fabric shops. You can get them at Joann's Fabrics. You can also get them at garment districts in various cities if you live in a major city. So for instance, there's lots of times where I will go to New York City Garment District because they have an amazing selection of fabrics and materials there. But if you don't have something available to you like that, you can just get these at a regular fabric store. So this was a lot of trial and error. I just kind of had to mess around to see what I wanted to do. And I just wanted to add a little bit of trim to the bottom of the styrofoam. That way it would kind of cover it and hide where they would sit on top of the candle stands. And this is a larger candle stand that you see here that I'm going to be decorating that already had a finish on it, so I didn't have to do anything to it. This one I think I got from Home Goods, and I just wanted to add some little details to make it look a little prettier. So I add some trim and some pearls and gems and various little decorations just to make them all a little different and have a little bit of a pop to them. You really don't need to do this. Like I said, these steps are completely optional. I just kind of wanted to have them match my studio a little bit more. I have a cork and pegboard in my studio that have some of these flowers on them, so I thought it might match. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. As you can see, I'm just kind of messing around. I didn't really know what to do here, so I just started stringing them like dangly, and then I put flowers on top of them just to cover where it was glued. And you can use a hot glue gun for this, or if you have E6000, you could use that too. E6000 obviously is a type of glue that will have a longer hold and will last longer, but a lot of times it is harder to work with. So that's why here you see me using a fabric glue instead of E6000 for these beads, just because I knew that these weren't going to be getting that much movement. They're going to be on my countertop and the glue will hold it well enough. But of course you could use E6000. That's probably the best glue to use as far as long-lasting projects, especially if you're doing a project where you are gluing gems or any type of beading onto glasses or something like that. That's probably the best option. But these were a lot of fun. I kind of made each one a little different and they all came out super adorable. I just thought adding the trim and some of these gems and floral to them would just give it that little extra touch and make them look that much nicer. And for anyone that's curious, I did not glue the styrofoam heads to the candle stands. I just have them placed on top. That way they can be transported if you're going to a craft show, or if you're moving, you don't have a large stand that you need to transport. These are the final look. And I really love how these came out. I have 5 of them in my studio, and each one holds various items I have made to wear at festivals, including hats, feather mohawks, goggles, you name it. I have something displayed on all of these mannequin heads, and it really just is such a great way to display the work that you have done, or to have a home for these pieces that you care about that you don't want crushed in a drawer or a box. If you decide to make your own, please let me know. I would love to see it. All right, guys, that wraps up this video. I really hope you are enjoying these fulfill it yourself, do it yourself crafts and home improvement project videos. I really enjoy doing things like this to make my home just more me. So I hope you can put your own spin on it. If you do decide to make a project like this, please let me know in the comments, or of course feel free to DM me on Instagram. You could send me some pictures or comment over there. I love to hear from you guys. I really appreciate all your support with my channel. If you aren't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate you consider subscribing, especially if you are an F word lover. Would just love for you to be a part of this community with me. So I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That's it. Peace.